Hello YouTube and welcome to another speed build here on Hanniballshow. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do another speed build and I have tried to do the voiceover 2 times now. Usually I never have somebody use the doorbell, but today in the middle of the recording somebody figured out that they wanted to tell me about their Lord and Savior Jesus, and yeah. Next time I did it, I started up and I thought, oh gosh, finally they're gone. I kind of got interrupted by a Skype call, because I actually don't get many of those either. So yeah, I actually have turned off everything that can make sound now, I think. Skype, let me just check and see. Yeah, no Facebook. The only thing that could ruin this is if somebody called me on the phone, but well, chance that happens is next to none, I guess. So yeah, I have also done another speed build, which I kind of deleted because I wasn't happy with the result, and the reason for that is pretty simple. I was trying to do the roofs and it turned out like crap, literally. I don't know. Also, as you see here, I was actually struggling with this the previous time as well, trying to get things to be registered as a room, which I don't know why it turned out to be that hard, but eventually I found a way around it, I think. But well, I don't know. I feel like the building or the Sims 4 building is a real pain in the butt, if you ask me. Also the roofing, I know I complain a lot about the roofs tool on the Sims, but yeah, it's horrible. Basically horrible, if you ask me. If they fixed it, the game would have been so much better. Also, if they have added a little bit of a terrain tool. I've seen a video on YouTube showing off a feature that they had some elevated what should we call it, terrain in their world. I don't know if it's a hoax. It's probably a hoax, but yeah. But yeah, I am kind of struggling here as well with the roof. You can see the corner piece here. It really looks ugly. I wish we had more options for the roofs. So for all you people out there that want to have toddlers, toddlers is not what I will say is a good feature to focus on when you have such a broken tool for roofs as we see here. But yeah, I feel like that is like what the community, the Sims community, is crying out for the most. But well, you also see that I give up on this corner here. I just make it another room, and yeah, this is not. Making houses in the Sims should be easier than this, if you ask me, especially when they have like those click and drag tools like they have here. It should be way easier, but that is just my opinion. I feel like, yeah, I feel it's clunky. It's, yeah, I'm kind of getting really sick of trying to build something. As I told you, I have already spent a lot of time trying to make another speed build, but I just had to toss it away because I tried to make the rooms or the building with a little bit of an interesting shape, rather than just a square box or a couple of square boxes connecting to each other, or yeah, and it didn't turn out good at all. I mean, why? Why should it be so hard to make a simple roof like this? I mean, didn't we have proper roofing tools in the other games? if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I have played any of the other Sim games. I think the last Sims 3 I played like when it first came out. But yeah, that is a long time ago, and I remember it good because I actually had a girlfriend back then. So yeah, it's a long time in a galaxy far, far away. No, all right. But you see, I also used the colors or the wallpapers from Get Together. I know they are featured a lot in all the Sims build things now that we have the Get Together pack, but it looks good. I must say, it really does. But in my mind, I kind of wanted to build this house as what should we call it? An abandoned lighthouse or a repurposed lighthouse. But again, I kind of thought to myself, oh man, there aren't any seas around here, so why not try to make this like a repurposed windmill? I feel like that could be a little bit more believable if you look on the lot I'm actually using. Yeah, and the shop is actually yeah, I kind of demolished my shop from my Let's Play series, so yeah, we are kind of living right next to our old home, which well, saddens me a little bit. Yeah, because my character died of an old age while I was recording with Roger McMars. Not a good idea. So I have turned out that feature that other Sims actually age while we play on other Sims, which I didn't knew was a feature because I'm not really I haven't really played the game a lot. I mainly have played a game whilst recording or streaming, because I bought the game when it was, well, just released, and I well, what should we say? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of felt like the game was done. I had like one play session with it, and I kind of felt like, okay, I think I've seen everything. And then I started, what should I play? Because I was getting sick of Minecraft, and I looked through all my games, and I thought, why not? I mean, it has good potential to make a Let's Play out of, and correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I feel like The Sims is actually one of the most popular series on my channel, although yeah, I'm not bragging that I have a good channel, because I mean, we have actually topped 130 subscribers, and that is actually mind-boggling. So that is cool. Yeah, 'cause when we come to this area here, I kind of felt like, yeah, we have a disc or a counter with an espresso machine on it, and you can actually just put that in and we're done. But I felt like if you wanted to do some baking and stuff like that, I don't know how it works, if you can actually play around with the cafe or make a cafe from the Get to Work expansion edition and run it as a retail shop. But I don't know. I haven't played that much with the game yet. But I wanted to have the option if you wanted to make some baked cookies or, yeah, something like that. Also, the bathroom was actually pretty annoying to make, because I don't know what it was, but you saw me kind of messing around with getting the doors in there. It was a pain. So yeah, actually a little bit unhappy with the coloring I ended up with on my windows, or actually my windows in general, because that is also a feature that's annoying the crap out of me. It's you have like similar windows, but you can't have them in pure white, for example. That is a silly thing, I think, that they are limiting the colors as much as they do. It's probably because they wanted to sell us those stuff packs, I guess it's called, which includes new windows with whatever. Yeah, I kind of feel it is. Well, let's focus on the building instead of making this a game review of The Sims. Yeah, but you see, we have a big open area here, and I literally had no idea what to put in here. So I decided to make like a small entertaining room. I tried to fit in a piano and a dance floor, but I think that was not what we were going for. So I made a disco booth. I mean, why not? Cafe slash disco slash restaurant. I don't know. But I think that is kind of the main thing that made me a little bit unhappy. It was the big open room that we had there, which actually made it look really, what should we call it, empty and void of things. It looked unused, and I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of an older feel to it. But yeah. Also, again, the windows, they are trying to find cool windows that fits together color wise is not easy in this game. I think that is when I sit and play alone, it isn't often that I do that, but when I do, I think that is the thing that I am spending the most time on, is trying to find the windows to go with the house or whatever. So yeah, the main thing about this build, which I were not 100% happy with, but maybe 80% happy with, it's the exterior. And I think for all Sims build, the exterior thing is what make the game or the builds look beautiful. To quote Corrales, if you have ever seen any of his builds or YouTube series, he always says, "Oh, bring the bushes, 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 bushes." I think that's the only thing he talks about, but it makes sense. It gives the lot a little bit of a lived-in feel. Also, I wanted to have like a centerpiece here, and again, I kind of am not completely happy with how it turns out. But it was better than nothing, I must say. So we stick to a lot of stones around just to give it like, I don't know. I have like when I see it, maybe it's the coloring of the grass, but I feel like there was like, I don't know, something that reminded me of Denmark. I don't know why, but I don't know. It reminds me of Denmark when I made it, or that is at least the feeling I had when I made it. So we also put in one of the get-together bushes, so if they want to sleep over, they can just take a quick nap in there, in the big bush there. And also when you're doing something on the lawn which features heavy objects or plants, you should always brush them with a dark brown thing, so it looks like they're actually been used, or they have actually done an impact on the terrain. Also, this little section here, I kind of felt like I wasn't sure if I were supposed to have like well, what should we call it? cobbled path or a brick laid path. I decided before, or as you see, I have already decided to go for a brick laid path here. And again, we do the bus stoppy feel here with a bench near the curve, I guess. Yeah, I tend to do when I build. I have a tendency to switch a lot between day and night cycle, just to get a little bit of an atmospheric feel to it. I also played around with getting a clock above the door, but what did I go for? I think I went for, well, oh yeah, that was what we went for. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So I just expanded a coffee sign. Also the rug. Oh man, you should see how much that rug will screw me over later in the game. It's not even funny, so I shouldn't laugh about it. Yeah, you can see it there, it's sticking out from the door. I think that is kind of the last struggle I had with this build. I also wanted to, or I played in my head, I played around with the idea of having, what should we call it, a graffiti on the house, because it's, well, nothing will happen on backside. So yeah. Also the flooring, I don't know. I feel the more I play this game, I feel, or the more I build in this game, I feel the more things is lacking. I actually tried to make a bakery or a cafe with a focus on baked goods. Yeah, bakery. No, actually, no, I'm lying to you. I'm actually, I was actually, that is a long time ago. The last thing I did was actually try to make a clothing shop. And the option there is not great. So if you're gonna put clothes in the shelves that you have put out, there are basically one item, and that is 3 shirts, which comes in 3 different colors. And when you have a lot of shelves or shop shelves, and you are trying to make a clothing shop, only 3 pieces of different colored shirts, that ain't good. That ain't enough. Yeah, it simply isn't enough. But I did get some good ideas if I were to do that some other time, make a clothing shop. But we'll see. Maybe I will not do too many utility buildings, because yeah, finding something, getting a good idea, and I feel like the game gives you the option to get a great idea, but when you finally get it, you feel the game is lacking a lot. Yeah, I kind of think what I'm doing now with the couch and all that, I think I scrapped that idea, because yeah, we also made a little park bench here, just so people can sit and relax. Yeah, I mean, why not? Always like to relax. I mean, it can be a little bit boring, but if you're first out, then you don't want to go in to the cafe, you can sit outside and enjoy the flowers and the non-existing cars and all the strange sims and their strange language. But yeah, when I did this part here with the garden on the backside, or the wildflowers as I call them, I kind of got the idea to put bushes around the entire lot, but that actually made it look really square. Yeah, you see me here. I'm struggling a lot with the greeneries here to get them to fit together. I actually think I managed to do it somehow, but yeah, it wasn't easy. And it probably isn't as perfect as I kind of wanted it to be, because I was actually getting a little bit sick and tired of this build, because nothing that I had in my mind was actually going through. Also, I thought I had a disco ball in this game, but it turns out that that was actually from Fallout 3. No, sorry, Fallout 4, because on that game I just bought a disco ball. And I also thought we had some sort of menu system, or a small like table menu, but I thought I was wrong there as well. So not too much happening on the tables. I tried to do some clutter just to make it look like it's been used before, but man, there is so much stuff lacking in the game, I feel. And I'm not crashing on the game, because it's a good game, it has good value, but I feel like it's frustrating how much it lacks, or how much stuff that doesn't fit together. And yeah, I'm a really strange person when it comes to building. When I see something in my head, I can't just, like in Minecraft, for example, you can't just put two blocks together and say, oh, that symbolizes a chair. No, in a game that has so many details and so many beautiful characteristics, you can't just put something out there and say, oh, that symbolizes, well, like the windmill blades. I was actually thinking about something that I could add as a windmill blade, but no, ain't happening. I feel that wouldn't have given the game a lot of credit. You also see I actually mistakenly removed the door, and I thought, hey, wait, there is an entire wall there, which we should fix, but eh. So yeah. Is there anything else we can talk about? Well, while we are running this thing here, because there aren't a lot of stuff to say about this. I kind of wanted to have a fountain here, but it wasn't enough room. But yeah, I think the only thing that I was happy about is the entrance area with a little bench there. And there you see, there is the complete work. You see me photo bombing in the background there. We're coming towards this curve, entering the building. But yeah, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Take care and keep smiling.